wanted to write a book because I love stories and I love autobiographies of people. So I think the first book I ever read, other than the Bible, was Dawes by Dawson Trotman. And in his book was these incredible stories of what God was doing in the lives of him as well as people. And I just remembered as I read that book thinking to myself, if God can do it for them, maybe God can do it for me. And so I just love the testimonials of those. I enjoyed the praise notes, just the answers to prayer, the miracles that they were experiencing, and the provision of God and how he was doing that. And so as I read those stories, it caused me really to begin to believe and trust and exercise faith, to believe that God was going to be able to do something through my life as well. I think as well, I love Jesus' teaching. So he always taught with parables and stories, and he was the greatest storyteller. So I always enjoyed being able to, whether it's the farmer who went out to cast the seed, or whether it was the prodigal son, or whatever it might have been, the story that he was relating, I always appreciated it because I felt like I could relate to it better. I felt like it illustrated it for me, and it was like real life on life for me. And so as I was thinking about this book, I just wanted to share those life moments that became stories and praise notes and answers to prayer that were just life-changing for me and my family, and even those that were part of the church or the ministry that we were part of. The title of the book is Hope for a Lifetime. And when I thought about my own journey and the incredible need I had for hope, and then when I experienced that in Christ, I thought, man, I just want everyone to experience the same kind of hope and assurance and the peace that I have, no matter what circumstance you may be facing or what you're going through. I just thought, man, I just would love to communicate that even in the darkest night, there is always a light of hope shining in those moments so that we can reach out to Christ and realize he is the answer. And in those days when it feels like everything is caved in and there is nothing else, there is always our hope in Christ because of what he has done for us. So I picked the title, I think, Hope, because I wanted to make sure that was. And then I wanted to communicate it that hope is more than just in those darkest moments. It's more than just in those tragic situations we find ourselves in. Hope is for the lifetime. It is for every moment of every day of every year, for every year that we live, that God has given to us. There's this immeasurable hope that's available to all who believe and trust in him.